So I'm looking for 4-bedroom owner finance properties, 1,800 square foot and up, or some with the availability, like having a study or some additional space to do some build outs. So of course we're in Humble now. This probably now is like in spring, but it is not an exact science with this. You just got to be the right client, right house, and right numbers. See? Oh, okay. So let me see how much these people want for this one. Let's see. You can be doing some editing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Did I answer?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Did you turn it off?
Not yet.
Oh.
I need some natural stuff too.
Oh, okay. Some bloopers. Okay.
BTS.
I'm gonna send you this one, but it don't have the it's another one in spring. It's 4-bedroom, 1,789 square feet. But I reached out to this man earlier to see what his preferred terms were. So like this one, it looks like it's a great house, but if AC was done in 2017, water done in 2018, these are things that you're gonna end up having to do before time. You know, like this house, they redid everything. That's why I say like solid deal. But I'm gonna send this one. He still hasn't sent me what they want their terms. 240. Let me make sure it's 240, not 249. 249, I'm sorry. It's 1,789 square feet. 4-bedroom, 2 full bath. You know what? The dimensions are about the same. 15 by 14. It's just period. Like I'm talking about that period of building homes. So if we're gonna look for that square footage, we're just gonna have to go up. It's gonna be probably closer to 300. 300 and 10% will be 30 down.
The one I first showed you in spring that my brother-in-law got, his was I think his was 1,800 square feet.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And it was about the same.
But it was 3 bedrooms, right?
Yeah. But he was at 7 people.
Because of the dimensions. What's the address? Do you remember?
2515 Soledad Ridge Drive.
Let's see. I think I've been over here recently. I'll go to the sale part. 32-1827. This house was also built in 2007. So 11 by 12 is 122, 12 by 11, 122. So that's why you got 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 by 14. Yeah, he can get 3.5 probably. So you need 11 by 12s, or 12 by 11s, and 16 by 14. Okay. That house sold 239, 230. But he's leasing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you need at least 1,800 square feet. 2000, I'll say 2005 built or better, probably, if it's in spring. But you know, like houses in spring have the step down and all that stuff. It's the same kind of houses up here. Because I found another one right around the street that's got the step down. It's 240. I don't know if so once he does that, then he'll tell us when we can do the rest of our walks and all that good stuff.
And Sean said it's a good idea. The fact that I did go ahead and
change the
waive those 3 days, so we can close as soon as the appraisal come back.
That works. That's it.
All right, sure. Well, We're gonna enjoy the rest of our trip. We'll be back in
Yes.
Houston tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
All right, man. You recording that is now? You not recording that? I definitely say.
By it wasn't. I'm not even gonna say happenstance. It was like he did. He thought she was buying the house that we originally looked at to buy, and she wasn't even our realtor. We was just in the house, and God, it was a God connection, literally, and it's been. Like we didn't went through 3 houses. This is the 3rd house. But we're at the end and she's been right there. And every time I call her and I merge him in, he'll be like, the first thing he get on the phone and ask her, what's the bad news? He said, because every time we talk to you, it's bad news. So, but we're almost there at the end. And we went from a $500 and something thousand house with everything that you see in here to a $465,000. It's almost $100. Whatever the price it is, it's $100,000 difference. But we're still getting everything that we requested in the first house. So. We're on the way to the closing table.
So it's been a good experience?
It has been an excellent experience from the realtor to our lender. Just communication has always been there, especially before we got ready to leave for our anniversary trip on Monday. We still hadn't received the stuff back from a lender because our lender had switched systems. Mm-hmm. But before we got on that plane, Shamika sent the message, it's done. We already sent the approval over. So, just ready to sign on the dotted line. And we're first-time home buyers, so excited.
Oh, the blue tape sometimes they supposed to fix it and paint it or whatever. Sometimes you move in and realize the tape still be there. It's like, well, it's too late now.
So this is our blue tape walkthrough, like we call it our first construction walkthrough. This is the first one where we walk through the builder. This particular client did not want to get an inspection, but we have a plan for that. So sometimes we get our inspection before time and we do a third party and we walk through with that one when we do the blue tape walkthrough. But with them, they're gonna wait and do an inspector around the 11th month so they can get everything covered by the builder on month 11. So you can do it either way. But right now we're just walking around finding some areas that they need to touch up before closing. And it's going pretty smooth. This house is in good shape.
Cut.
Running all morning already. But we normally have all morning. But he's gonna leave us for some tape, so this is some other stuff.
He said he wants some darn sticky notes.
I saw it on the side of it. I said, I need to get that tape. I saw it the other day. I was thinking about it, but I forgot. But it's okay. He'll leave us for some. So we do. So it depends on the builder. And the construction manager.
This whole wall, right? This white part of this wall.
Oh, don't worry about it, because he's going to take this whole wall in his fucking stairs. Because the whole wall is white.
Is it?
Yeah, every fix a spot
At the
over
top.
there.
At the top right here.
That's what you're saying.
And then right here, this whole wall. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like from spraying?
Okay, this is.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Oh, yeah, I can see it.
And then right here is black. Well, I don't know, black paint, black stain. White color.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I know. Finally, I know.
This is crazy. Who knew? Yeah, so who knew? Playing around over there, Kira? Playing around over there?
With a neck.
Definitely.
That was the first one. That was the first place. That was the first one. I told Ken yesterday. Well, I told him on when we was in Vegas. I said, you know, this is the third house, right? This is the third one. Annette was first, then Carrie, and this the third one. And I told him the 3 is significant. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Then the address, 5019 Blessed Drive. So, in 30 families, Carrie told us 30 different couples had looked at this house.
Really? I feel like they done been through here already. Not like that, I'm talking about like they were preliminary. Like, did it bust out or something? You know, like when somebody don't qualify, they say it? Or you don't remember? It was just like, it had been on the contract before or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's never been on a contract.
Well, boom, that's it. Sometimes they do really good, like solid time.
Kylie said, I knew from jump, this was your house when y'all came. Before they even,
It was like this. Kylie, you know what I'm saying? It was on 2 different wavelengths for a while. But, you know, I still favor Shane, but Kylie doing what he's doing, so I'm not sure. Yes. But it's your friend. I ain't saying that.
No, he's not my friend. We just happened to walk in and Shane wasn't there that day.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shane wasn't there that day. It was Kylie that was there.
What's that boy name? Oh, the construction man.
Bye. Ricky, bye. Ricky, bye. Ricky, bye.
Y'all remember now. Well, I don't know what they're doing because I don't want to leave.
Ken is in that garage doing something that he don't have no business in the world.
Sean is very anxious about this.
Sean said, what you want? He was supposed to go out there yesterday. What's today? Friday? That's no good. Unless he went there, he just walked the fuck in. And
He gets a little saucy sometimes.
man, I was laughing so hard. Oh my God. He talking about, oh my God. I said, yeah, shut up. Because we done did everything. We waiting on him.
He earned, that's a good thing. Did you survey him?
Yeah, it's like I went in the wall, and it says it was little joints in the closet, and then
He said he already took a picture because it's sided out there that needed to be painted.
So I take the inspection, go home and separate it by pages. Like I put it on some software, separated by pages. Go through and highlight all the different things that we need the seller to address. Now the cool thing about these people is that they're not like, oh, we're not gonna fix anything or whatever. I talked to that agent at length last night about everything. And he's long-winded. But he was really good. He's like, well, whatever we have to do to make the deal work. He's like, this particular seller is not like that, or anything. So he knew about the city of Houston. The permit stuff. They already knew about it. They already had somebody coming. Now, that's fine because they know they'll take care of it. They said we have a couple options. So let's say I'm going to take everything down, do all the major stuff we're going to ask them to fix. Now, the truth is they don't have to fix anything, but these are good people and they're going to. That's the good thing. So I don't give them everything that's on the report. If it's some stuff that we can do that's easy peasy or something like that, it's going to be less or whatever, we can do that. Sometimes we ask the seller for concessions for it, but since this is the type of deal it is, like, I probably wouldn't ask them for concession. We want to just go ahead and fix it. Now, when they do fix it, though, they do have to provide us with receipts for everything they did to make sure it was done by somebody that's, credible, essentially. And we have to get that back from them. So, like I said, I'll take the report, dissect it in all the pages or whatever, and I pretty much just crop the pages and the things that we need. Then I put it all together in a document and say, here, this is what the buyer's recommending. Or this is what the buyer needs to be able to move forward. So they take it and they be like, oh, okay, well, we're going to do this. We won't do this. We'll do this. We won't do that, that part. And so it's back to negotiation. But we're within our option period. So in that case, we'll do something like an addendum. And it says, hey, we are purchasing this house under the everything will be spelled out in English, King James English, so that everybody knows exactly what's going to go on, when it's going to be, and things like that. So sometimes it takes the city a little bit longer to issue them. Like sometimes they'll give you like a green, which is like you pass the permit, but for things to be updated in the system and all that stuff, it might take a little while. That's all. But generally, they'll do a green tag when they finish and all this stuff. When the structural engineer comes. But the inspection stuff, I feel like they're easy to negotiate. It ain't nothing major. Not at all. We found that was good. I'm telling you, for this house to be as old as it is, that's good. They did a good job. A good job. And the little stuff he's talking about, like in the insulation and stuff like that, we get that a lot. Like with all houses, not just renovated houses, but new houses. Because they could have just put LVP through here and got on out of here. But they did use tile. They used a lot of upgraded stuff. So that says something about the people. So I do like that. So generally it's about a 24, maybe 48-hour turnaround from the sellers once we send everything. So I'm gonna be up real late tonight and I'll go ahead and send it over to them tonight, but they'll have like tomorrow to review it. And if we need more days, we can tell them like, hey, we need a couple more days of option period because we got our, contractor that's gonna come over and give us a couple estimates. So that's what I wanna do. I wanna go find what I gotta find and then call him and see if he's still in Humble. If he's in Humble, then we can go over because we gotta look at that house anyway and then see when he can come back over here. And that's all. And we'll get those estimates for the things that we need here. And that's pretty much it. So we can either drill holes, or that's it. Because they can do the little cheap ones or either or. All the doors come the same. So that's why. But no, we want them to find, where the flags at? Find something. And we can put knobs on here. That's easy. You didn't come in here? Where you been? Where you been? Right. Because we first got here, I was like, this ain't it. Why they lie about having no other bedrooms? And then we came all the way back here. I was like, oh, we get it. So this is not going to be no issue for these people, right?
I pushed a little piece because it ain't no big deal.
What piece?
The gap on this side. Because the piece.
You talking about here?
No.
Oh, this.
It goes all the way too wide.
Oh, this thing did. We got to find something.
Yeah, the inspectors don't fix stuff.
Right, they can't touch it.
No.
Oh.
That's
They can put some sealing in there.
Yeah.
That's like a hard plastic. It's not even metal. Like that.
That's you. Yeah, they wanted to all the way around.
You got my picture?
It's kind of like, see that picture?
I'm gonna make sure. I'm just trying to whip myself up for real. In here. Right.
It's gonna be the good job.
How this thing go?
Hey.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. I know. I know. He said, we're supposed to have pictures for the inspectors so I can get my content. You got the whole director here, and we ain't got no content. She might not even share the stuff with us.
Cut them out, the old pictures from the other house. Put them in the picture here.
No, we will not. No, this will go be easy. We can figure out whatever kind of doors and stuff we need. I mean, whatever kind of hinges on here. This is easy. We probably got them.
Yeah, we still got some house.
I'm sure. Got a little water closet, got a door on it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just something easy like, oh, this got a key to it and everything.
Did you say water closet like in pajamas?
That's what it's called.
I know, but
It's a water closet. What'd you say, Rochelle?
I know that's not 32 inches, but I don't think it should be an issue because.
They say something like if you can have a walker, you can walk
Yeah,
from
that's
here.
what I'm saying.
You can pull it to there and walk to here because
Yeah.
most doors ain't.
Because essentially the wheelchair won't, it's too small for even the wheelchair to even fit in there.
That's right. This is good. It will get you close.
Yeah,
Hey, where are the filters? Did you see them in his room? What is in the attic?
hallway.
I just want to see if they was old or what. Okay. Okay. So how many people we putting in here? 3?
So how does this work if they have a reset button but the breaker is not reset?
If they have a what? Oh, that'll still work. They don't have anything to do with it. Yeah, that's just GFCI. It's gonna cut off anyway.
So there's something here to do it.
That trip it.
Blow dryer, whatever, it'll pop it off.
Yes.
He's in my whole house. So
Check that, what he said about the low water pressure. Is it always? No. Definitely. I ain't gonna wake you up. It is very low. Cause that's it running full speed. I don't want to wake you up. Oh, there you go. Maybe he didn't turn it all the way in because it's running fine. It is kind of fancy. So it ain't no low water pressure or whatever. Yeah, he didn't turn it right. Okay. Nice, nice. I love it. Okay, and that's one filter. So I've seen 2 so far. Man, there's a lot of closets in here. Okay. Uh-huh. And what time Dominic said? 6? 6:30? Let me see what. Do I need to introduce myself or I just start talking?
Just start talking.
Okay. Can she be in now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
okay.
make it a-
She gonna be
a regular
cutting and editing and doing all. Oh, just make it a regular conversation.
Conversation between
Oh,
the
okay.
two of y'all, but y'all,
Okay.
y'all telling me what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, I know, but the people don't know.
Got it. Okay. So we're here today at an investment property. Just finished the inspection with the inspector, looking at all the extra materials and things we have, seeing what else we're gonna do with them. This client is doing a. Well, I'll let her tell you what she's doing with this house.
Doing a border home in the city of Houston.
What exactly is a border home?
It's we house individuals that may need assistance with daily living or medication management. It just depends on what type of demographic we decide to go with.
Perfect. You gonna piece all this together and make us look good, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm checking.
Most of this, like, I need
A lot.
7 hours
Oh,
worth of
God.
stuff
Yes, oh,
for a
God.
7-minute.
Dang, really?
We need what? 7 hours for 7
7
minutes?
hours.
But you gotta put it together.
Yeah.
Well, why you gotta do? Oh, 7 hours is just your
7
clocking
hours
time.
of
Oh,
just-
okay.
Well, it's recommended to get 7 hours, like
To be able to
1
go
hour
through.
per minute of
Oh,
film.
okay.
So if I'm planning on doing a 5-minute doc, then
5
I need
hours.
5 hours of footage and interviews.
Okay.
And so, like,
Okay. Heavens. Are you doing them closings with us too?
if you allow me to.
Yeah, girl. We fine with that. The ones, so the Denisha and them should be closed. They might close on Monday, but you know, we leave tomorrow to go out of town for the funeral. Oh, girl. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. My grandma passed. So, oh no, to Alabama. But I'm doing all the funeral stuff from here, so that's been the thing. Tuscaloosa. Is that one of y'all cars? Oh, okay. You better see a little Tesla driving away. You can't get it.
But they don't film.
Who from Birmingham? What? Well, who knew? I didn't. Yeah, I'm from Tuscaloosa. An hour, maybe 45 minutes. That's it. It was something I wanted to see. Oh, okay, so like that little debris on there and all that stuff. That's not bad. Okay, and we need that. I know. If you can, I don't know if it makes sense to do some concrete or something up here, like a little patio, or either get all that out and do gravel with some pavers. That could be a smoking area, essentially. Yeah, like a little smoking area, patio. I ain't been all the way around the house. That's why I'm peeking. Yeah, the brick stuff I wasn't too concerned about. I wish they had to use hardy plank for this though. It would have been. You said it costs more? Oh, I know it costs more. Right. I didn't realize they had all these cameras. That's what you were telling when you came that day? That's funny.
I mean, it's good to have
It is. So what are they going to say about the fence? Anything?
it. Maybe. I know they're going to.
Yeah, that debris stuff. That'll be easy. But I know that this fence belongs to the neighbor. It don't belong to us.
How do you know what's going on?
It's on that sales disclosure.
That's that fence too, because it runs across both the others.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, it was on the disclosure.
So how you know which fence is ours?
You probably ain't got now.
The pieces on the side, they might be butted in, just butted in on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that shit, that might be theirs on that side.
On that one, because it's facing that way.
Yeah.
It probably is theirs.
It could be
I'm pretty
theirs.
sure it's not any of it. You know, like in the neighborhood that we used to, we call them like good neighbor fences, because you got some on their side, some on your side, either or. And you do whatever with your piece in there.
Yeah.
But out here, in no HOA land, You can do whatever you want. You kind of do what you want to do. You can put a 10-foot fence and an ostrich back here if you want to. If you want to. If you know where they sell ostriches, and you can buy one. But yeah.
Structurally wise, the foundation looks good. I ran a foundation level through, didn't have any big issues, nothing that was concerning. So I did note some grading concerns, mainly around the back, and I think it was the left side, that little this little inlet here. It's just there's a lot of flat that may hold some water. So just something to kind of be aware of with the heavy rains. Shingles themselves look good up there. A couple things that I noted is they installed a vent right here, right in the middle of the valley. So that's going to be a potential leak down the road. So, right, and the water's that's where the water goes, is to the valley and right down. So it's kind of poor placement. Just recommend cleaning up there. There's quite a bit of debris on 2 sections of the roof from the trees. And then there were 2 spots. This looks like they tore an old satellite dish off the roof. And didn't put any shingles down.
You can get reports, you see it yourself.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this looks like it was an old satellite dish that they ripped off and then put in replacement shingles in there.
Okay.
So.
What side is it? Right side?
Left side, middle, so right along here, right in here. So, and there's a couple of patches up front that I noted as well. These are just FYIs. So, I did recommend adding some insulation up there. You've only got about 5-6 inches of insulation. So they added insulation at some point, which is what's currently there. So it's newer insulation, but they didn't I think the recommended today is like 13 inches of insulation in the attic. So, and then there were a couple spots here that are missing insulation completely, that they didn't put any insulation in. So there was a few areas up in the attic for that. Was there additions done on this?
Yes.
Okay, I
Well,
thought so.
as far as the closing the garage was the main thing.
Yeah, so I had seen some framing that looked newer up in the attic, so that's why I was asking. Recommended insulating the attic stairs as well. These are going to be general maintenance items, so caulking around like windows, penetrations through the home, so around like boxes, pipes, things like that, and then trim areas around the house as well. So there were a couple areas around the brick that I noted some brick cracking, step cracks here. I assume with this being an old house, they probably had foundation work done at some point. I can't tell for sure if they have because I don't see any evidence of it. But these are just, as of right now, they're just recommended general maintenance items. Just seal them up. Because like I said, I didn't have any foundation issues when I ran my level through. So
that's the main thing. One of them.
and then there's a few areas where mortar's missing. Need to seal those up as well. So general maintenance items. This is just a note that you have vinyl siding on. Vinyl siding down here, you really got to kind of pay attention to with the heat in the summers. Make sure it doesn't start buckling or anything like that. So there's one spot on the right rear here over the window. The siding doesn't overlap like it's supposed to. They've just got the seam butted up. So this here is not going to be a huge concern unless you get a driving rain, because it is above the window and it's right below the soffit. So 90% of the time, the soffit's going to block any of that water from even getting to that spot. So, the quickest thing to do would just be to throw some sealant on it. Primary bedroom, the bathroom doors don't have any hardware on the doors to like open and close the door, the handles. And then with some weather stripping issues on the front door here. I've got some daylight coming in down at the bottom in the corner here. And then the laundry room door as well, right here. Let's see. Windows themselves look good. They all operated. No issues with those.
Missing screens or anything?
I think there was one or two missing screens.
You might be.
A couple ant piles starting to accumulate around the property, and then some deteriorated fencing going on, leaning or missing pickets, stuff like that.
And that's the one that's on the other side. That belongs to the neighbor.
Yeah. And then general maintenance, caulking around the bathtubs. You can see the grouts cracking already here. That was in both bathrooms. So, electrical, so just FYI, when you're reading these sentences here, this one here will say, the house doesn't have a whole house surge protector. This is not today's standards, but I don't recommend repair. So it's just strictly a recommendation, is all it is, because it wasn't required when the house was built. What's that?
To have what?
It's called a whole house surge protector. It's just basically like a breaker that plugs into your panel box, and if there's ever a surge, it basically shuts all your breakers down so it doesn't cause any damage. So like if you walk into a new construction house nowadays and the panels, they're putting them in the panels nowadays. So, but that is strictly, like I said, a recommendation, not a defect. So the couple issues that I did find, there's no labeling on the panel, so I don't know what breakers are what. At the bottom of that panel, there's a knockout cover here missing. And then this wire is missing wire protection, basically like a rubber grommet to go around the wire. And then this is my biggest concern here. These wires here, they downsized. So you have a 150 amp service panel. The breaker is also 150 amps. The wires do not match for a 150 amp breaker. A 150 amp breaker is, I want to say it's 1 gauge copper and 2 gauge aluminum. I have it right here.
Okay. Oh, you got it on there?
Yeah.
Let's see. 15 copies.
Here it is. Yeah, number 1 copper or number 2 aluminum. You have copper wire currently, so if it's copper wire, it should be number 1 size copper. This is closer to probably like, this is probably closer to like 4. So the main wires that are going to the meter are the correct size, but then they downsize the wire. So, and so that can cause an issue with the panel. That area basically overheating because the wires aren't sufficient size. This here is just another recommendation for updating breakers. And then recommended putting, all the smoke detectors look new, but anytime on a pre-existing house, we always throw in just FYI to change batteries out and smoke detectors when you move in. So
Are they the dual ones? Do smoke detector and carbon dioxide?
No.
I think the one in the hallway, is. The bedroom ones are all just smoke detectors. So, which you don't really need a CO in here, because there's no gas. Yep, everything's electric.
Okay.
So, it's for a boarding home, so they're requiring.
What's that?
It's for a boarding home, so
But if it's not any gas at all, if they don't use gas on the premises,
Yeah, they shouldn't be requiring it if there's no gas on the premises.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, because usually if you have gas on this, they require one CO detector, and that would be outside the kitchen somewhere, which you have in the hallway down there.
They will make it room.
Yep.
Okay.
Recommendation here: the exterior outlets, the laundry room outlets, just upgrading those to a GFCI outlet. And then same another electrical recommendation here for the dryer, just updating it to a 4-prong over a 3-prong.
But it's still electric.
Yeah, yep. So, and like I said, again, those are just recommendations, if you ever decided you wanted to bring it up to current standards. So, wiring here is peeled back too far, too much copper exposed on a couple of them wires. So, like I said, the only major concern I have in the electric panel are these undersized service wires. So, HVAC, furnaces in the attic, ACs on this side, both look like they're newer units. Oop.
I was like, 20 years. You okay? We'll get it.
Let's see.
2023.
Yep. So yeah, both units are 2023 on that. And then furnace was good. I was getting good heat temperatures out. The AC system probably needs a service or some new filters. My temperature differentials were off, which is I take a temperature reading from the supply air versus the return air, and they should register between 15 to 22 degrees. And I was only landing on, I think, 10 degrees or 11 degrees, 10 degrees, 54 and 64. So it is, the unit is working and it's cooling, it's just not cooling efficiently. So, ductwork in the attic looked good. It's all insulated and updated. Plumbing system, let's see, your main water shutoff is on this side of the house over here. Pressure was good, and then your water heater's in the laundry room here. Did recommend insulating this water line here. This is your exterior water line. And then the primary bathroom, the right side shower head has a gap between the wall and this plate, probably about a 1/4 inch or so. So
It's not the little tension one, is it? Is that what it is?
no,
It's just not still.
yeah, either I didn't try to mess with that plate.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
That
push back and then
plate
it's
either needs to be pushed back,
Yeah.
or if the plate can't go back any further, the pipe coming out of the wall needs to actually turn down a little bit. So, and then secondary bathroom, I was getting low water pressure out of the tub. So this is a clean out. This is going to be around the kitchen area here on the back side. It's missing the cover cap for it. So we'll keep the critters out.
Right.
And then recommended your emergency drain pan, actually recommended attaching that to a drain line. So, which that's just going to be a recommendation. It's going to be a little hard to do that at this point. So, and then I did call out improper drain repair for the secondary bathroom. They used a flex line, flexible line on that. So,
Cheap.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
I
People
see
have
it all the
stuff
time.
like that.
Almost every one of these renovated houses, I see it. So it's not leaky, so no concerns there. Appliances, everything that is here is working. So
You got a range, but they're not putting it until closer to closing.
yeah, I see that a lot. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's been a lot of break-ins and stuff
Absolutely.
going on, even in the new construction. They're
Oh,
waiting
all the time.
till
They're
the last
rated.
minute.
Mhm.
So, but everything that is here is currently working properly. So yeah, no issues there. So no major issues.
I'm excited.
You
I was
know,
holding my breath driving over here. Right.
just odds and ends, you know, little stuff. So foundation's good. Structure, from what I can see, looks good up in the attic and everything. So you got a little bit of brick cracking on the outside, you seal it up, type things. So yeah.
The biggest thing is the wires and electrical wires.
Yeah, the service wires, I definitely have them, you know, get their electrician back out here to do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
those wires do not match the 150 amp breaker they've got in there. So yeah.
Derek, you did awesome.
Right.
I tried.
That was perfect. Okay. So
Any
you want
questions?
close?
What's that?
Are you close?
Me? I live in Ottawa.
Oh,